Hello, welcome to Dancing Grounds Virtual Summer Camp. I am Coach Jess, and for the next couple of weeks, I will be teaching you some modern technique and choreography. So let's go ahead and get started for a warm-up. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up. So we're going to start in a parallel position of the feet, making sure that both of our toes are facing directly in front of us, and then both of our heels are going directly behind us, yeah? And then also making sure that our hips, we're keeping our hips centered and thinking of having a box with our two shoulders and our two hip bones right here, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna start with some plies, and we can keep our hands on the hips for right now, and if we feel comfortable, we can start adding some arms on later. So we're gonna start with two plies, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Making sure when you plie, your knees are going directly over those big toe or the second toe, so that we're maintaining our parallel position. So again, that is plie, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on, we will plie again. 1, 2. We're gonna lift our heels up, making sure we're holding our core. We're gonna rise up and then lower it back down, okay? Then we're going to go into some tendu. The tendu is just a stretch of the foot. So literally my foot is going to reach out in front of me. My right foot is going to go 1, 2. We're going to lower that heel down, making sure to roll through the foot. We're going to lift the toes up and flex that foot. Let them go back to the ground, shifting our weight, right? We're going to tendu back, putting our weight back onto our left leg. And then we're going to close, and then a little quick releve. Yep, and then from here, we are going to turn out into first position really quickly so that we can do that whole thing on the right side in a turned out first position. Yep, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie. Lift those heels, rise up, lower down. We tendu right foot, roll it down, lift the toes, lower them back, tendu. We close, quick, and then we're going to turn back out into a parallel first, right? And from here, make sure you readjust so that we're making sure that our parallel is not too wide, yeah? We just want a little bit of distance between them, about the distance of your hips, okay? So then we're going to do all of that on the left side. Really quickly going through that, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie. Lift those heels, rise up, lower down. We tendu left foot. We roll through, roll back, roll through again, tendu, close, quick up, turn it out. We plie 1 and 2, plie and 2, plie, rise through those feet, up and lower down. We tendu to the left. Lift those toes, lower them down, tendu, close it, and then quick, we turn back to parallel. Again, making sure that our feet are back in our correct parallel position. From here, we are going to chasse forward on the right, chasse, back to where we came from, to the right, back where we came from. We're going back, and then to where we came from. Then from here, we're going to plant that right foot back into parallel. Our arms are going to scoop over, and we're going to hit a drop swing. Drop swing. Up. To do everything on the left, we go left. Chasse, we go to the left. Chasse, back. Chasse, plant that foot. Drop swing. Cool. From here, we are going to go into just some tendus en croix, which means on the cross. There's a ballet term that literally just means in the shape of a cross. Yeah, so we're gonna do 4 tendus, going front, side, back, and then side again. We're gonna do all that on the left side. Then after that, we are going to turn our feet out, and we are gonna do some dégagés. Dégagé means to disengage. So literally your foot is gonna disengage or come off of the ground just a little bit. So I'll demonstrate that for you, right? We're gonna do, we'll do a pattern of 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, then a 2, 2, 2, 2, and then we're going to do just 4 ones, alternating between the right and the left foot, yeah? So what that would look like is like this. We would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Left foot. 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes. And then we'll just take a plie, and then we'll releve a little bit. Yeah, if you're feeling comfortable, making sure we're engaging the core, because I kind of fell back there, yeah. Making sure we're engaging our core, and if you're feeling very strong on your legs, you can go ahead and let your arms rise above your head. You can't really see me, so I'm going to step back. But letting your arms rise above your head, and then we'll lower after a minute. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and try that with some music. In parallel, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie, and stretch, plie, and stretch, plie. Lift those heels, rise up, lower down, lead time on the right, lower the foot, flex those toes, lower down. Time 2, we close little, up, down, we turn out to plie, and stretch, plie, and stretch, plie, lift those heels, rise up, and lower down, on the right, time 2 side, lower down, flex the foot, time 2, and close, up, down, parallel, fix your feet, turn, plie, we plie, and we straighten. Plie, lift those heels, straighten up, and lower. Time 2 with the left, forward, flex, down. Time 2, and in, little up, down, and turn out. Plie, straighten. Plie, and straighten. Plie, lift those heels, we straighten our legs and lower down. Time 2 on the left, lower, flex, lower. Time 2, we close, up, down, we turn back out to the front with the right, and to the right, back where we came from. Back where we came from, we drop to lean, and up on the left one, forward, and back. To the left, left, and back where we came from, back. And come together, we drop swing, and up. Let's set up in first position, hands on the hips, 5, 6, 7, 8, time forward. 2, 3, 4, to the side. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4, to the right. 2, 3, 4 on the left, go forward. 2, 3, 4, side left. 2, 3, 4, and the back. 2, 3, 4, side. 2, 3, 4, we dégagé. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 right. 2, 3, 4, 4 left. 2, 3, 4 on the right. 2 on the left. 2 on the right. 2 on the left. 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, plie. Let's rise up. I'm going to back up so you can see my arms. We're going to rise up, holding your core. Your arms can either be on your hips, or you can come down to this low first position with the arms. If you're feeling particularly strong, go ahead and let those arms rise above your head. Holding your core. All right, let's lower down with the feet, plie, and we're done. All right, let's go ahead and get set up for our next activity. All right, so now that we're nice and warm, we're gonna go ahead and do a few conditioning exercises. So over the next couple of weeks, we're really gonna be focusing on trying to get as strong as we can, specifically in our core area, so that we can do all those releves and some other stuff that requires us to be really strong and on top of our legs. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple of push-ups, a couple of sit-ups, and then also some exercises to really expand our flexibility so that we're able to do some nice kicks and big legs. And yeah, so just go ahead and get settled on the floor. If you need some sort of mat or anything, like a yoga mat underneath you to protect your lower back, feel free to do that. But it's pretty straightforward, so just follow along and you should be able to catch it. Cool. Let's go ahead and lay back with our knees up, and we'll do some roll-ups. We're going to roll up in 4, and then roll back in 4. Okay, just follow along. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Back. Up. Back. Up. Back. Up. Back. Let's crunch it up. Really fast. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Make sure you're engaging your abdominals. Let's pick it up. 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 Eight more. Hold it. Let's reach for our feet. And then we're going to roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do some twists. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Right. Let's speed it up. 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll back. Just take a little break. Make sure you're breathing. We're going to go on and start rolling back up in 4 and back in 8. 5, 6, and up. And back. Up. Back. Down. We're going to do a couple of bicycles. You can either hold your legs or you can have your arms here. Alright, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 more. Relax. We're going to roll up for 4. Roll up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Up. Over the head. Out. Relax. Let's just turn over on our bellies. I'm going to turn to face you. We're just going to push up really quickly. Stretch out that belly, those abdominals. We want to think about pushing our shoulders down in this stretch. Let's come back on our bellies. And let's bring our heels to our toes into this child's position. So we get a nice good stretch in our lower back. Yeah? Let's tuck our toes underneath us and go into a downward dog. Make sure you're pushing your toes, you're pushing your heels down into the ground, and you want your hips to be the highest point. So like so. Let's try those feet, then in the knees, and then let's take that to walk us in, our feet to our hands. Let's take a plie. And straighten. We're going to get a nice good stretch in these hamstrings here. Let's plie again. And then we're going to roll up, thinking of articulating each vertebrae in the spine. Yeah? So really slowly. Head should be the last thing up. Alright. Let us come back. We're going to go into a lunge on our right foot. Making sure that our knee is it's going directly over our ankle. It's not going over our toe here. You see? So we're back here. You can have your hands on the side of you for some support. Let's bring our left leg underneath us so that we're in this kind of cross position here. And we're going to take a good stretch for our back. I have my left arm going across my right knee. And then we're going to twist, making sure we're breathing. And let's think about keeping our right bottom, our right butt attached to the ground, yeah? Alright, let's release our right leg and swing it behind us. And we're going to be in this kind of a zigzaggy position like that. And from here, we're going to just lean back. So I have my left leg bent in front of me, and my right leg is bent behind me. And if this is not giving you enough stretch, you can lower down onto the forearms. Alright, making sure we're breathing the whole time. Let's come back up from here, and then we're going to go into our lunge on the left side. Again, making sure that your knee is over the ankle. Alright, and let's bring our right leg underneath us. And we're going to take our right arm, and it's going to cross over our left leg. Let's unwind and bring our left leg behind us, and have our right leg bent in front of us. And then we're going to stretch back. All right, so that was our stretch for today. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to add on some new stretches, but be sure to keep practicing these so that you can get as flexible as possible, and you can really feel those muscles release so that you have more ease of movement. Yeah? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and make sure you're taking a second for some water, get a little water. Any other stretches that you need to do right now, feel free to do those, but we're going to move into some choreo. Yeah? All right. Okay, let's hop into some choreography, all right? So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to step on our left foot, and we're going to throw our right arm to the left side, and we're going to step forward on our right leg. So that looks like, all together, it looks like 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and there's a little ball change action that happens in those feet. So just the feet will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Adding the arm on will look like 5, 6, 7, 8. We step 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, we're going to do the exact same thing, but going to our right side. So that means we're going to step onto our right foot, and we're going to throw our left side, doing our ball change starting left, right, transfer onto the left. Cool? So all together, that looks like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go left, 2, 3, 4, and right, 2, 3, 4. From here, we're going to bring our foot back through this fifth position, and we're going to just go a little turn around. So if you can notice, my feet aren't really coming off the ground. My heels aren't coming off the ground. It's a really low turn, and we're actually going to be in a plie position. So again, let's just start from again. We would go 5, 6, 7, 8, throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn around, 2, 3, 4, and then from here we're going to slide our left foot out, and we're going to scoop up with that left hand, the left arm, and our right leg is also going to scoop out to come in. So that looks like this. We'll go scoop, leg comes up, and we step back into a wide fourth position. One more time, that looks like this. With the left foot, we slide out, we scoop up, our leg comes up, and we step back. All right? So all together, that goes 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn around. 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here by 8. From here, we're gonna chug forward, starting on our left leg, or on our right leg, excuse me. And we're gonna scoop our arms in front of us. So from here, 7, 8, we go 1, 2. We're gonna hold here for 3, 4. So again, we're coming from this position, this lunge position with our left leg in front. Our right leg is stretched behind us. My left leg is actually in plie, right? So from here, we're gonna chug forward, starting with our right leg into a flat back position. Okay, we start 5, 6, we finish here, 7, 8, and we go chug, 1, 2, hold, 3, 4. So this position in particular, you'll notice that my back, I'm trying to make my back as flat as possible. This is actually a modern step that comes from a technique called Horton technique, which is really focused on the lines, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that in this position, 1, our feet are in a parallel position, right? So it's mimicking that parallel position we did in our warm-up. However, this time our feet are further apart. So this is actually a parallel second as opposed to a parallel first. Cool, so we are here. I'm not directly to the side, but I'm more on a diagonal to my right corner, my right diagonal. So here my feet are parallel. They have a little bit of space in between them. It's close to about 2 feet. And then my knees are bent here with my arms over my head, and I'm in a parallel position. Cool. So let's do all that from the beginning one more time, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn around. 2, 3, 4, scoop. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. From here, we're gonna take our arm, we're gonna take our right arm first, and it's gonna go up and over, or down and over. It's gonna go from here, down and over, and then our left arm is gonna do the exact same. While we're doing the arms, our feet are gonna turn out. So all of that together looks like, so over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we scoop, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're coming into this big open second that's turned out this time, yeah? So our feet literally just gonna go from here, our feet go boom, boom, okay? And then our arms are going boom, boom, okay? In this position, remember we're still facing a diagonal, we're not 100% to the side, 1. And then 2, also remember that here we're looking up, our chest is open to the sky, sort of like we're outside, and we're just taking in all the sun rays, yeah? So use that imagery. We're opening up and taking in the sun, all right? From here, we are gonna go into a floor roll. So from here, we're gonna turn our right leg in, our right hand reaches for the floor, and we bring our right leg in. Now, I wanna be really specific here because I don't wanna open anyone up to any sort of injury. So, when we're doing floor work, it's really important that you tuck your toes underneath. You see, we're not here, but we're here. Because then we can slide down and protect our body so that we're not open to injury, okay? So again, from this position, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're gonna turn our leg in, reach for the ground, tuck those toes, tuck your knee underneath you, and then we're gonna unroll, okay? I'll do that again. So we're here, we're gonna tuck, reach for the ground, the toes, bring the leg in, unravel. Okay, from here, our leg is gonna go in a circle that is going to our right. Our hands are both still down. I was just trying to show you the pattern of the leg. So the leg goes up and over. We roll to the back. We do a little hop and roll back up, okay? So let's do all of that one more time. A little bit quicker because the roll is faster than I was showing it. Yeah, I just want y'all to know the basic mechanics so that we're not injuring ourselves, 1, and so that we can get it slowly before we have to speed it up. So actually, let's do that one more time slow. A little bit sped up, but not as fast as the music. So here, 5, 6, 7, 8, we go. 1, 2, turn, 4, roll around, 6, 7, 8, and we're up. So let's do the whole thing one more time from the very first step. So we're gonna go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. We throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn around. 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We tuck 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop the leg. 7, and we're up by 8. Cool. From here, we're gonna do some people call it a Jenga, some people just call it a sweep step with like a ball change. Either way, we're gonna call it a Jenga today. So we're gonna step out on our right leg. We're gonna sweep our arms to the right. Our left leg comes behind us to step, and then we transfer our weight onto our right foot. Let me turn around and show you what that looks like. So we start on our right leg. We go step, sweep, up. Okay? One more time on the right. We go step, sweep. Cool. So remember, this is facing the back. So if we're facing the back, that looks like this. What is it? 5, 6, 7. We're here on 8. Cool. So then we would go 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. You kind of hold on 4. You're gonna step on your left, and your right arm is gonna scoop underneath you while your right leg comes and it's gonna tuck in front of you to turn you up. So one more time, that looks like this. So we're up at 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So from here, we're gonna step back on our left leg, and we're gonna go scoop back. So both the left arm and the left leg are scooping back. So from here, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2. We do the same thing on the right leg. 3, 4. Then we're gonna do step back on the left leg and both arms go around. 5, 6, 5, 6. We're gonna step in on 7, which then pushes us to jump up on 8. Okay, so again, let's go from the Jenga. So we have just gotten up off the ground. Remember, our leg goes around, we tuck, we turn, and then we're up on 8. We go Jenga to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We step on the left. Our right leg comes in. We turn 6, 7, 8. From here, we drop the right arm. We plie. We step back on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump up 7, and we're gonna roll to the floor. So I'm gonna go over that roll down really quickly, so that again we don't hurt ourselves. Cool. So after we come back in, we've done we've done our left, right, both feet on the left foot. We come in, we jump up. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our momentum from jumping up. We're gonna use the momentum that we have from jumping up. Coming down, we're gonna make sure that we're tucking our foot beneath us, and then putting our hands on the ground if we need them to roll us all the way back, and our feet are gonna spoke up in the air. So remember, we're actually gonna be facing the back during that part, so what that looks like from the back is we're jumping up, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna take our right leg, tucking those toes, sliding on the top of the feet, placing our hands, and then we're gonna spoke up from there. It's really hard to spoke up slowly. Let me do that quickly for y'all because it is sped up. This is a step that you're gonna have to practice. Another thing to make sure that we're staying safe before I do it quickly for y'all is, so when I get to this point here, I'm tucking my head so that I can really mimic this ball. So that's a really big principle in some forms of modern dance, is when we're doing floor work, we want to think about this thing called head-tail connection, right? So we're humans, we don't obviously have tails, but what we do have is we have a spine, right? And so there's a little piece at the bottom of our spine. Our spine goes all the way through from the base of our head, so about right here, all the way down. All of this is considered our spine, yeah? So at the bottom of our spine, we have our pelvis. Our pelvis connects to our spine. And then at the bottom of our pelvis, we have, which in our pelvis comes all the way in the front as well. But at the back of our pelvis, which is approximately right here, we have what is called our coccyx, which is just a little bitty bone about this big. I don't know if you can see that. It's about that big, right? And this is actually the closest thing that humans have to a tail. So when we say head-tail connection, we're thinking about connecting our head, this part of our body, our head, to our tail, which is our coccyx and our pelvis, right? So when we think about that, it kind of emulates this curved sensation, right? We want to turn ourselves into a ball. And so if we were standing, that connection would quite literally look like, so if this is me standing upright, that head-tail connection goes into a curve, right? Where we're trying to make our head find the closest connection to our pelvis, which is here. Now, obviously, because of the ways our bodies are built, we're not going to get we're not going to get our head all the way to our coccyx, right? We've got organs and other bones that are preventing us from doing that, right? But what this does is it provokes the imagery of forming a ball with your body. So our head to our tail curves, and we get that ball imagery. Cool. So what that looks like on the ground is from here with the jump, we go 6, 7, 8. We're going to tuck our foot back, our right foot, right, sliding on the top of my foot. Here, I start with the ball imagery, and I'm literally rolling to spoke up, roll back up, and then we're going to go into the next step, but I haven't taught that yet. Let me do that one more time maybe from the side so you can actually see what that looks like, yeah? So if I'm jumping up 1, 5, 6, 7, I tap my foot, my hands go to the ground. You see my head-tail connection here. I'm rolling, I'm spoking, I'm rolling back up, and then I'm pushing forward. So, can you see why those sit-ups that we did and some of those conditioning exercises were so important? It really helps to connect our core, to engage our core, so that we are able to do all of these movements that require us to do all of these front bends and then also to do some floor work efficiently and smoothly. So I think we should go from the very beginning one time, and then we might learn just a tad bit more. Actually, no. We're gonna finish out the rest of this little bit, and then we'll go back through it, all of it without music, and then we'll come back and do it with music. Cool. So from here, we stop at 7. So we're here on 7, or here on 6, we jump on 7. 6, 7, we tuck and roll down. We do 1, 2, we roll up. From here, we're going to use our right hand again, to push us back forward onto our, with our right knee bent beneath us, and then our left knee is just bent up in this sort of like ready to go position. So from here, let me show you again from the front. From here, we're gonna take both of our hands and we're gonna slide them out in front of us, and we're gonna do just a little inversion. Inversions are just like, kind of think of like with a handstand almost, where you're thinking about lifting your pelvis, which we just learned about, right? We're lifting our pelvis. We're gonna invert that, meaning we're gonna put that on top of our head. So normally our heads are on top of our pelvis, right? But in inversions, it's the opposite way. So that would mean that in this case, our pelvis is gonna be on top of our head. In theory, we're not actually doing a full headstand right now, or a handstand, but that is the imagery that we're looking at. So we're just gonna do a little gentle inversion today. We're still getting used to this, so we're gonna just slide our hands out in front of us, still thinking about that head-tail connection. So really I'm here, and then I slide my hands out, and then I'm gonna kick my leg up just a little bit, you know? So from the back, that would look like after I've jumped, I've rolled down, I've spoked, rolled back up onto my right knee bent underneath me, my left leg is up in this ready position. My hands are gonna snake in front of me, and my left leg is gonna propel me up with my right leg spoking. Cool? So, let us try that all with just, let's go from the beginning once without any music. Maybe I can slow it down a little bit so that we can see, especially when we get to that last part. But it is kind of fast, so I don't want you to get too comfortable going slowly, because then you're gonna not be able to speed it up when it needs to be sped up. So just a habit slower, and I'll try to count as much as I can. I'm not much of a counter. I think that being able to hear the music for yourself is a really good tool for dancers, but I will give you major landmarks, and so we can talk more about counts either in our live session on Zoom on Thursday or in the next coming weeks. So let's start from the beginning, and we will go starting off with our left foot. Remember, we go 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We turn around. 2, 3, 4. We scoop. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop the leg. 6, 7, 8. We go. Django. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here we go back on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both. 5, 6. Up. 7. Down. 8. Roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which brings us back forward. Cool. So let's try it all with music really quickly, and then we'll talk a little bit. Cool. All right, let's try this with some music really quickly. So this is the pace. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up. 6, 7, 8. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yeah, let's try it maybe one more time. So just a couple of notes. It's fast. It gets a little fast, especially when we start going on the floor after here, things speed up a little bit. So that's why it's really important for you to remember those little pieces of technique that I taught you about, like tucking your feet, your toes underneath, right? Making sure that you're making use of this, right? But not putting too much weight, because that is still a lot of weight to put on your foot. What else is another good tool? Engaging our cores. Yes, the biggest one perhaps, engage your core. That will help you to move fast, especially on the floor. And then another one, I want to challenge you to also listen to the music. You can hear it. You can hear when certain cues are supposed to be in the music, okay? I'm a really rhythmic choreographer, so a lot of those cues are on musical cues on purpose. So listen to the music a couple of times and you'll be able to definitely hear. What else? Pointing your toes. Make sure you're pointing your toes. We spend a lot of time doing tendus, right? And first, doing tendus, right? Making sure you're pointing those toes. Yeah, breathe, have fun, okay? If you mess up, that's perfect, that's fine. Like, human beings aren't actually perfect, so it's okay. And then today's the first time you're learning this. So if you mess up, it's fine, it's okay. Just do it again, all right? So I'm gonna do it one more time for you. I would like during this run, I'm not gonna verbally count for you, so that you can hear more of the music, one, and then also two, so that you can kind of listen to those musical cues and see where they're at for yourselves for when you're doing it, okay? Let me move my speaker a little bit closer, and then we'll get started. Okay. Five, six, seven, eight. Looking out the corner of her eye, as she sits alone and drinks her wine. Every man just wants to pass her by, in hopes that he can catch her eye. That glow that's in her eye gives you visions in your mind. She's from another space and time. That's when you know you're hypnotized. Her intoxicating will not be denied. Oh, cool. And when you touch her glow, all right. She then becomes. So that's all we're gonna look at. We're gonna work on today, but we will keep adding on to this. And also, we will be learning some new things as far as choreography, also some new exercises, some new warm-up stuff. So keep staying tuned, and of course, let me know of any questions you may have. Awesome. All right, I'll see you guys later.